All right, shalom. Great millstone and rule well. Peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes through to the four corners of the earth. I say I'll do a quick topic, all inside to the time. This system was set up for the wicked to enjoy. You understand? Correctly and truly. The scriptures talk about, you understand, this system is ready for them. I'll get that precept quick. Job 1:9-24. It said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Because really and truly, this is what the heathen's kingdom. The scriptures say, they say this is not your rest. Because this is the rest of what? The wicked. Not only the wicked as in the other nations and primarily Esau, because they are the ones in charge. You understand? But the wicked in terms of two-thirds of our people also. Because really and truly, it always had the wicked when it came to our people. They were always wrong. You understand? They used to probably be in check, somewhat when it had a righteous king. Because if they didn't comply with the righteousness, they would have been taken out or severely punished. And because of that, they would have had some kind of restraint to the wickedness. But they were always that way. You understand? It was always in them to want to delight in wickedness or do wickedness. Just at some points in time, there was, restraint from doing it. And this is the perfect system that the Lord set up for them to actually, to show that forth. Right? It even have like examples in Proverbs when they talk about the woman, who does sit out on she porch, trying to trap men, as they pass by, trying to trap them in a snare. Just so I'm paraphrasing, like Proverbs, 5 or 6. You understand? It always had wicked jakes from since the beginning. It always had wicked jakes. But the Lord set up a perfect system where they're actually free to do all the wickedness that they want. Because this is a system that is actually uphold wickedness and is actually fight against righteousness. That way you see the set up orders where, men could commit adultery and the system would even praise them for that. The people will praise them for that. Women will commit adultery, and when the penalty is supposed to be what? To put them to death. They could just run to Esau and they could get half your belongings. You understand? And even kick you out your house. Because that is the thing that this system does promote. And for all these wicked jakes that taking part in this, you understand, that actually upholding and enjoying all the benefits of this wicked system and going along with it. When the time comes that the wicked has to perish, they will perish along with it. You understand? That is in what? That is in, I think it's Galatians 6:7. Yeah, Galatians 6:7. It say, be not deceived. It said, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, it said, that shall he also reap. So for those who sow in wickedness along with the wicked now, and not sighing and crying with the righteous, they will have to reap the rewards of that wickedness. So verse 8, it say, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And you will always have a difference between the righteous and the wicked. Because even in our wicked system like this, the righteous is still try to uphold righteous things. You understand? Whereas it more simple for the righteous to do righteously, and it's more difficult for the wicked to do righteous. And the same way the opposite. It's difficult for the wicked to do righteously. Why? Because it's not in them to be like that. You understand? They delight in wickedness. It might have certain situations where, like, you'll see, sometimes you'll watch these movies and you'll see a woman with glasses and she have this nerdy behavior. You understand? And she might be from a whole different lifestyle. But she will see one of those biker boys and they will have that coke addict kind of drug abuse kind of behavior about them. And she'll be attracted to that. And Esau will tell you what opposites attract. No, it's not about opposites attract. Inwardly, she is like that. She mightn't be able to exercise it because of how she lifestyle is, or she might be afraid of the consequences or whatever, but inwardly she delight in that wickedness. You understand? And that's how the wicked are. They just delight in these things. They enjoy doing these things. Some of them mightn't have the privilege to exercise it, but that is what they delight in. Whereas with the righteous, they hate these things. Even though all men are tempted with wickedness, the righteous just look at it and be like, no, that is wicked. Even though I might like that particular thing, because it is wickedness, he'll refrain from it. It's a whole different mindset. It's a whole different mindset. It say there, Micah 2 verse 1, right? It say, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. It say, when the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And this don't just go for the elites. You understand? It don't just go for Esau, who does actually do these things and meditate wickedness against us on a constant basis. But even our own people just practice these things. You understand? They just lie on the bed and meditate what wickedness they could do tomorrow. You understand? When one of the fellow brothers going to work, they're meditating tomorrow, they'll jump through the window and go and interfere with your wife because she's a willing participant. You understand? The meditating, Christmas coming up, they want to go and take part in this wickedness. They're meditating right for next year, according to this heathen system. Next year for Carnival. You understand? They want to go and take part in that. Or people just follow these same characteristics. You understand? They are of their father, the devil. You understand? Constantly meditating wickedness and giving into the privileges of this wicked system. What the scriptures talk about, it said the taking part of that wine of fornication. But they have to pay for that. Scriptures say, what though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So when the time come that the wicked had to pay, 2/3 of our people will pay along with them, because they enjoy the fruit of the wickedness. I'll get next scripture. I'll go to the book of Sirach. I believe it's 34, 36. Just now, trying to remember exactly which precept it is. It's somewhere in Sirach. I can't find it. I'll go to the next precept. Just now. I'll find it here. There's it. The whatever. Ecclesiasticus 16, I'll start from 1, right? Ecclesiasticus 16 from 1, it said, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. You understand? So that's what the righteous is supposed to be. Even though you might be in a realm of ungodly people, you're not supposed to delight in their ungodliness. You understand that where holy goes back to? Holy goes back to being what's separate, clean, pure. You understand? Scriptures talk about that in scriptures like Psalms. They say, sit not to the seat of the ungodly and so forth. Just paraphrasing. Right? We're supposed to be separate from them. If they want to delight in that wickedness, as the scriptures say, they say, what a man sow, that he shall reap. They will have to answer for that. Right? Verse 2, it say, though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Yeah, the son and the fear of the Lord is not with them. It said, trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000. And better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. You understand? So the scripture even talk about having ungodly children. That is how much the scriptures speak against the ungodly. The scriptures speak against the ungodly and this ungodly system. And those that are joined onto it will be cut off. You understand? So, I hope this was edifying. I said I'll go through a few precepts to talk about this. And with that, I'd like to say Kal Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors the apostles and others of great mills do not rule well. Peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes truth to the four corners of the earth. Alright, this is Yaraba. For me, GMS Trinidad East, saying Shalom, Akim, stay strong.